we join Halima. Halima joins us now. Halima Adediro is an analyst at Financial Derivatives Company. Joins us for this. Hi, Halima. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Ini. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we see the price of oil. Sometimes even the Brent we see is below 60 at some point. But all of this with the sanctions from Russia, from the US to Russia and all of that, how's that affecting us back here at home?
Okay, so we need to understand that the period that we are in now is a very interesting one because it has to do with different things affecting the oil price and its supply. So it cuts across the supply, the demand, expectation as regards global growth, and also the OPEC countries and the non-OPEC countries. So, for instance, in the beginning of this week, we would see that Russia resumed oil exports in one of its key export hubs because of the suspension that was lifted. There was like a 2-day suspension because of the Ukraine attack. That is for one. And we'll see that this week, too, we have like an increase in the US oil stockpile and also like a meeting or an agreement with US and the Saudi Arabia, which is one of the oil producing largest oil producing country. And given the fact that Trump administration is more of the brown energy advocate, that is the fossil fuel, much more than the renewable energy, which is the green energy, that meeting coming together when there is an investment meeting in the US could help in terms of the supply side of oil. But given that and having that in mind, we still need to know that there will be a lot of volatility when it comes to oil price, at least for the next few months or even running into 2026. Because I think the last week we had a report from OPEC plus countries and non-OPEC oil countries releasing the supply side of their production, showing us that there's a glut when it comes to the availability of oil that we have for now. So that will even make the price more to a decline side. And that is for one. And we also see that the International Energy Agency also gave a report that from now into 2026, we are going to see much more of supply. Putting that together with the geopolitical issue, sanctions, and policy changes, we all see volatility entering into 2026. So the oil price might stay between 60 to 70 for now and into 2026. And that's a good one for maybe investors that quickly want to take advantage. It could be a good entry. But for countries that are reliant on oil production and its revenue, for instance, Guyana, Nigeria, it might not be a good one for, especially for revenue. So there could be a kind of drop in terms of revenue gotten from oil and its production for those countries. However, for countries that are more of the consuming countries, it could help in terms of their inflation, it could help in terms of the costs of production and manufacturing. So overall, we always see volatility because of geopolitics and sanctions and all other economic happenings that we are experiencing right now and we are still going to experience. So volatility is what is going to play out for a long time when it
All
comes
right,
to oil price.
Halima, let's come back home now and see what's happening. What's going on with our commodities prices? We've heard that food prices, food commodities are reducing. I hope it's still that way.
Okay, for local commodity prices, we were at the market in the beginning of the month. And what we could see is that there's like a flat line when it comes to the price. One, because of harvest period, and two, because of consumer resistance. But interestingly, we are seeing that the price of pepper is becoming to have an increase. Like pepper is now about 33% higher than what we had in the beginning of the month. And from what we could gather in the market space, we got the information that there is a decline in the supply because the rainy season is phasing out, and so we'll see more of lesser supply compared to when there was rainy season. So that is what is affecting it. So going forward, it might still increase compared to what we have now. But the other prices are still stable to some extent. But as I said earlier in this week, Christmas purchase will drive up prices, if not drastically, marginally. So that is the situation we have currently.
All right, Halima, thank you so much for that.